Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Epic Wiki. This is Mystery Tomb Gamer, and when we last left off, it was right before combat, so we will be jumping right in now. Alright. So this game, it kind of has a morality system. I mean, you've already seen it with paintbrush. You can paint or thinner. And thinner can erase things out of existence, while paint will restore them. So same works with enemies. I can either make them friendly to fight for me, or I can erase them. And that is a very nice card statue. I personally like to choose paint, just because, having an army that can fight for you, that's kind of really cool. So I'm going to paint him here. Didn't get him in time. Normally I can. Alright, let's get it working. Or, if I really want to play the middle line, I can friend one and let the other kill him. But I'm not going to do that. He shouldn't be forced to kill his own family. Ooh. Gotta come back. Wow, the one I friended hurt me. That's a metaphor for life. So we are going to keep going through this courtyard. See the map? Still have the map. I guess I might as well collect all the stuff I can while I'm here. So this door, I don't like it. Thinner. Wow, my treasure's already taken. Okay. That's fine. Oswald banner. Give me that paint. And dang, it's all gone. This is what happens when you play the game so much. You kind of take all the treasures from your future self. That's fine. I have more pens than the game allows. I have all the film rings. It's fun. Makes the collectathon part kind of easier. Alright, here we go. First one. Use your spin moves on the gear to interact with it. I don't quite remember what I said I was going to do. I think I was planning to try and do this as closely to my original run as possible, as far as the choices go. And of course that was 11 runs ago. But that's Gremlin Calvin. He'll be so happy to get out of that cage. He looks mad enough to break that catapult. Careful, Mickey. The chest is sitting on a pressure plate that will fire this catapult if it's disturbed. Do you really want to choose some e-tickets over the safety of a gremlin? If I go back, when you see other gremlins, try to help them. They're trying to be friends. When I go back to my first run, I think I did choose the e-tickets over the gremlin. Because I know how to spin. Because I feel like I just remember watching him get flung, and I felt so bad afterwards because I didn't really pay attention to the choice. So, careful, Mickey. Wow, this is angry. The chest is sitting on a pressure plate that will fire if this catapult is reviewed. Do you really want to choose a treasure chest over a gremlin? Because I don't remember. I really need to do this as close as possible. If you can't tell by this music, it's Once Upon a Dream is part of it. This game, the music is beautiful. Jim Dooley is an amazing composer. Like, he captured the Disney feel in every song of this. And the music changes based on how you play. So if you're more evil, the music is a little darker, deeper instruments. The better you are, the more lighter instruments, but we will see that later. Wow, I'm struggling over the first choice. I really want to say I can find him into oblivion, because I feel like it was so funny. Yeah, I am 99% sure. I don't know. I can't waste any more time. I guess this is what we're going with. Being evil. I'm wasting so much time on this choice. Okay, you know what? Even what it is, let's do it. Jump off. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I remember that more than if I saved him. Mickey, you just launched Gremlin Calvin to who knows where for a treasure chest? That isn't something a hero would do. Are you one? A hero, that is? Gus, you have known me for 5 minutes. You should not expect anything from me, personally. Or you might be disappointed. Personally, that's what all people you meet, so... life lesson. I really hope I wasn't supposed to save him. Because if I did save him my first run, then I'm already off on a bad foot. Do you know what? I kind of want that treasure, so yeah. Money, health, ooh, another treasure chest, okay. Well, you know what they say. The love of money is the root of all evil. These are the guardian, they are the primeval spirits of Wasteland because of your unique nature, they are drawn to you. Yep, tents. I will pay all this just for the tents. To appease them. Now, if you have heard something about this game, especially if it was bad, you probably heard about the camera. Personally, the camera isn't as bad as people make it. They're really blew out proportion. People will praise Super Mario 64 all day long. And actually, I can bear Super Mario 64. Super Mario Sunshine has the worst camera I have ever played with in my life. Every Yoshi level was so bad. It took so many deaths to beat it. You know, that gear loot, see the gate open, one more gear will do it. Here in Wasteland, you'll find that gears and machines to make up all kinds of things happen. Preparing and starting them will often reveal secrets and treasures. Yeah, Sunshine is... it's praised because it has water on it. Sunshine is a bad game. I know I will get hate for that, but Galaxy 1 is one of my favorite Mario games, and it just does everything so much better. I know it's not as open world as Sunshine, but if you want open world and still good, go with 64. Sunshine is not it. The jetpack, it has a cool concept. I love Bowser Jr. I love the jetpack concept. Just how it controls, it's the worst controlling Mario game. Anyway, enough about Sunshine. This is Epic Mickey. And it's way better than Sunshine, in my opinion. But that's not hard to beat. I'm really lining my pockets while I'm here, huh? My original run wasn't completely evil, if that's what you're thinking, but I did kind of play the middle. I didn't have. So it's a mixed bag. I do love the concept of paying thinner. It's really, it's unique. It's kind of ingenious. I see a complaint that people say it doesn't really evolve over the gameplay. I think about it, yeah, I can see that complaint, but it didn't need to. By the final level, the game is still functioning as it always has. And there are some power-ups along the way. Now, the second game did it better, because these power-ups become less limited. They're more unlimited as soon as you get them. But, I digress. Just, the biggest gameplay complaint is the camera, and it's not that bad. There are honestly way worse cameras. I didn't notice camera issues until my 5th run of this game. And that's when I started going for 100%. So, I got into tighter angles and looking for secrets, and I was like, oh, yeah, the camera can get a little wonky and stuck at times, but in the first 4 runs, I didn't have any issues. I didn't have any cheap deaths because of it. So honestly, I don't know what other game people are playing, but it's not It's not as bad as they claim it to be. Skies and game gorgeous. Alright, Mickey and the Beanstalk. Let's see what's ahead. The rabbit went this way, but portals like this are how we get around. That rabbit is named Oswald. He set them up. But a projector screen? What's so strange? Seems natural for cartoons. Well, what's in there? Just get ready to jump. Aye, aye, Captain. Escape Dark Beauty Castle. Return home. Oh, well, that's a pretty big quest, if I say so myself. So projector screens are based on real Mickey cartoons you probably have seen or at least heard of Mickey and the Beanstalk. I cannot say I have seen every cartoon that all these projectors are based on. I have seen a lot. I'm a big animation buff. What the physics detector. But they're cool little platform grievers. I prefer all the 3D areas personally because Wasteland is so interesting, and especially when you know like the inspiration of where it's from. I played this game before I ever went to a Disney park. I've only been once, and it was Disney World, so yeah. It was kind of cool experiencing Wasteland first, and then going in real life and seeing all the places and rides that Wasteland has like a distorted, twisted version of. It's supposed to be backwards. That's what the developers wanted. So, yeah, sure. The developers wanted the opposite effect, like, oh, hey, this is familiar, but I didn't know anything going into this. So I was like, oh, I love this. So I fell in love with Wasteland first, and then went back and loved the parks. So, I don't know, it's kind of nice like that. Okay, now this part I remember all the past. Hey, it's been Fiesta. What are you doing, Fiesta? I guess. It's sabotage's door. It's gonna take paint to fix it. That is an impressive door. Definitely Gremlin construction. Okay, you a maniac. Hey Mickey, you can throw paint around. Why not paint those gears for Fiesta? That'd be great. I've been working on that little gear, so don't break it, please. Alright. I'm gonna talk to you first. Fiesta! I love you. Okay. I just need a little paint on those gears right over there. Anything else? Painting those gears would be a big help. Try not to break them now. Everybody in this world looks so depressed. I'm gonna make this back, sir. Well, I couldn't help you with dinner. But I was a good boy at this part. I am good. Hooray, you fixed it. Demon number 2, electric boogaloo. Oh no, did you see that? It's a nasty thing related to those seers back there. That pipe section is thinned out, letting steam escape. It's so much easier reading stuff in your head. Because then when you say it out loud, I don't normally read out loud, I'm doing it for the LP. But I feel like I don't mess up this much. So just pardon me on that. Don't touch the steam, I'll knock you back. Please patch those pipes in the ceiling. Can do. Thank you for your help. Only someone with your unique talent for creating paint could have done it. You know, the ability to create paint will come in handy ahead. There are lots of leaky steam pipes ahead. How would you fall down the one? I'm sure of it. Fiesta, don't leave me. Can I break it now? Should I break it now? It is tempting. Okay, that did nothing. Good. Now if I thin the gears. Okay, but I'm gonna leave them painted because I don't frankly feel like they need that evil anyway. Okay, now I'm just goofing around. Okay. The animation in this game is incredible too. I would trust this team to animate a Disney movie. This should have been a Disney movie. Alright. Giant gears, no problem. Another spatter. There it is again. We should be able to go that way too, but watch your step. Yep, Gus, I don't want to die to the giant gears. So we're going to make it around. Keep on zooming. Is that a steam pipe? No, it's not. Okay, I thought so. I was like, I should remember what all the steam pipes are. Oh yeah, if you're good enough, you can do that. Hit below you or thinner below you. Hey, I thought I should get you through here. Send that big deer or use paint to pass this. Well, Gus, I am a man of culture. I'm a person of culture. So, I'm gonna do both. Like so. Well done. Thank you. Wait, is that? Oh, there's already drips coming off of me. That's okay. Yeah, just paint all this. Paint you. Paint the ground. Paint is our friend and we love paint. I didn't even love it though. Thank you. Moving on. First step, try using double jump to reach the platforms. Alright, Gus. Got one down, got another down. Spin is so handy. They perfected the ledge grab in this game. Not all platforms do. In this game, it can really be a lifesaver. And that is no understatement. Platform right here, treasure, money, treasure. And I'm just gonna hop across the center. It's Mickey Mouse, and in one place he probably never thought he would end up, but that's what's kind of poetic about it. But we'll learn more about Wasteland as we go along. Can you imagine if he didn't grab the paintbrush in the way in? He would be screwed. Welcome to the trap. Wait, that's not supposed to see unless there's an emergency. Is this the trap? Yes, it is this. It is a trap, so I shut the door and no spiders leaked in here. To be fair, where did he disappear? Because he was in the pipe before. And I guess he could have gotten the pipes along the way. Oh, he's good. Another one. As I thought, spiders are rarely solitary creatures. This is true. No, don't kill your friend. My friend. My friend. Go. No, okay. Hey, you spiders, beat it, or Mickey will give you what for. How are you gonna speak for me to yes? I wasn't gonna kill him. But oh well. Valve. He unlocks both of them, if I'm correct. Hold on now, that's Oswald. Could he have set this trap? No! I'm sure he wouldn't do that. Did you see how friendly he was right there? Oswald loves us. He's our biggest fan. There it is. Here, let me clear the path to his collectible for you. Enjoy. Thanks, I've always wanted a room with nothing. Honestly, if anything were to happen in this world, just staying back here would be good. I doubt anything could reach this, unless they like tear the whole sewer system apart. It's pretty safe. It's pretty cozy. I know some people have claustrophobia. I feel like I have the opposite. I kind of love tight, enclosed spaces. Like in school, where we always had those drills, what's it called? Red alert drills, with somebody breaking in, get unloaded together. I kind of like that. It's cozy, it's warm, you're surrounded by people. It's nice. Look at this trash. Mickey Mouse takeout cups. Actually, that's not the worst trash we'll see in this game, but you'll see. This probably looks familiar. It's like a really apocalyptic carnival, which is the point. But looks like Gremlin 10 is trapped in a ticket booth by Bloodlines. I thought he was about to say Fiesta, and I knew that was 10. I don't know why. I was about to say, hey, you over there, help me. Deal with these creatures that have been trapped me in here, please. I was about to say, did Tiesto disappear only to get captured 2 seconds later? Come back to me after you take care of the spiders. And there are seers too. Bluntly right. Okay. No, way back away. Stop hurting your brother. Go. Let me take care of him. Nope. Okay, that's not how I want to take care of it, but that was nice. Alright, spiders, just because make you way easier on you doesn't mean I will. Beat it. They just committed suicide, too. Thanks for that. Oscar does best for you now. You can jump on them at any time. Let's update it, take a move. I specifically remember... Oh my, you've attracted a guardian. Thank you. The guardians you attract can help you in several ways. Hold the remote upright for a moment. And one of them will draw on the sound of your wasteland to show you the way forward. Follow the guardian, you will always be going in the right direction. Flick the nunchuck, and one of your guardians will race to your nearest opponent. But wait, there's more. I love this game so charming. Flick the rear remote and nunchuck together to launch all of your guardians. Every time you spin on contact, things will do the same but with pain. A guardian used in either of these ways will disappear. You can attract more by painting or thinning the world around you. The bar in the top left of your screen shows your progress in attracting guardians. Each segment of the bar you complete attracts a new guardian. The guardians exist to help you, Mickey. Why is anyone's guess? Well, looking at time, I think that's about it for today's episode. I really thought I would get farther in here. I need to stop stopping for money. I mean, money is great to have in this game, but still. So next time, we will be dealing, or I guess rather not dealing with, this area. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.